2019 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon is Sunday, January 27th in Orlando. All right, let's say hi to NFL Network insider, reporter, co-host of Good Morning Football Weekend. Hi, Mike.
How you doing, guys?
Mike Garofalo here.
Nice little setup you got going on here. Is hanging out in the green room.
Oh, welcome.
Watching the show. Well, you guys are killing it.
It's a nice green room. So we're going to play a little Believe It or Not.
I love it. I love Believe It or Not.
And just sort of pitch up a statement that we've heard or that we personally believe in and kind of get what you think.
All right, I'm going to jump in. So with the ups and downs going on with New England, Rob Gronkowski being banged up, Tom Brady being 72 years old, Bill Belichick wants to kick it on the yacht.
No, where are you going
Is the dynasty over? And I know we do this every year, but it seems a little bit different this year. Is the dynasty over?
And then every year someone says it seems different this year.
Should we believe it or not?
Where's that bear trap? I'm not stepping in it.
No way. So tempting, though, isn't it?
It is.
Come on, there's some peanut butter on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look,
have you seen Mahomes throw?
I have.
It seems different.
What does it seem different? It does seem a little different because Tom Brady isn't as sharp as he used to be. And I'm still waiting for somebody to draw the conclusion. Remember, this offseason, he was not as in as he was before. This was about his family, and I'm still waiting for somebody. It's not going to be me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to wait for somebody to say that maybe it's because of the offseason, and you can't beat Tom Brady unless you're fully in as Tom Brady. But it's not going to be me that's going to say that.
Yeah,
I will say this, though. Rob Gronkowski has been battling through some stuff that's apparently extremely debilitating. This has been a tough. It's not just like, his ankle hurts a little bit. Yeah. His poor little anky. No. This is some serious stuff.
He might not see 100% health again.
And that's a problem. And that's a problem because we haven't seen the full Gronk this year, and I don't know that we're going to at any point. And that is the game changer. That is the piece that a lot of teams don't have. So I think that could be that could be their Achilles here. It doesn't mean that they can't, and they may have to do it on the road this year, in the postseason, which is huge. It doesn't mean they can't regroup and come back next year. I still think Brady's still got a little good football left in him.
It's funny because I remember when they went against the Chiefs, I got a text from someone and said, "Oh, you're not talking about the camel ride anymore, are you? Like Brady looks amazing." Brady didn't look amazing last week in Tennessee. He did not. Okay, here's another one. Let's go with another team that was in the Super Bowl last year. Everyone talks about LeGarrette Blount. Maybe that's why they're not as good as they were. Some of the other. The Eagles miss John DiFilippo and Frank Reich desperately right now. Believe it or not.
100%. And we've talked about this. And I said it early in the season, it's going to take them a while. And I thought that they were hitting their stride. You know, look, I actually did talk to Doug Peterson about this in a quiet moment a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know, and of course he said no. I mean, he says he actually feels like it's been better because with Mike Groh and Press Taylor in their first time as coordinator. Remember, Frank Reich was a coordinator before. John DiFilippo was a coordinator. Did I say
in Cleveland?
A coordinator before. So you have two former coordinators now as your offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach last year, and those guys were clicking. And you saw the way that they game planned and the way that they came into each game and the way they adjusted. I don't see that from this Eagles team right now. I believe they're getting better, and I had heard the things were starting to get better, and these guys were, but you know, it's not like this. You know, it's and you hope that by the end of the season you're up, whereas you were down earlier on. But the problem is they're so far behind it right now, and they're going to have to score the way they did last year in the Super Bowl to keep up with this Saints team. And I just don't see it happening right now because you're going to have to overcome. Your defense not going to be able to stop them.
Not with Darby out.
30 points once.
Eagles have put up 30 points once this year. Yeah, it's not the same as it was last year, and you're seeing that. And they may have to regroup next year and get these guys going with Doug Peterson and find that chemistry on the coaching standpoint. Somebody, Reuben Frank, my buddy from Philly, NBC Sports Philadelphia, retweeted a guy who said, "Is Wentz a bust?"
Oh my gosh!
What are we doing? What are we doing, guys?
What are we doing?
Come on, settle down, everybody. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces, including the two that you mentioned.
Well, I want a friend named Reuben.
Reuben? I'll take a sandwich.
Rube, you call him Rube? Sure.
Mike, the New York Jets. If nothing else, a proud defensive tradition. Todd Bowles, a proud defensive coach. We got Matt Barkley to Deion Dawkins in the end zone in an absolute blowout. The New York Jets should move on from Todd Bowles, believe it or not.
Right now or after the season? Because that's it.
Right now.
No. And they did not. I do not believe it. I believe that they will after the season. I believe they should after the season. I think everybody in that building, including Todd Bowles, probably knows that it's time to move on at this point. But Bowles is a prideful guy. He's a consummate professional. I don't think you're going to have an issue with him as your head coach the rest of the season. And I tweeted this out yesterday. Everybody inside that building knows the most important thing right now is to make sure that Sam Darnold finishes on a high note. So they're going to take this bye week and beyond to figure out what do they need to do from an offensive standpoint. Maybe Bowles did say they're hanging with Jeremy Bates for now. Maybe they do move on from Jeremy Bates as offense coordinator at some point. But who's going to be your OC in the meantime? Who's going to be your head coach in the meantime? That was part of the issue for the Jets. If we do fire Bowles, who are we going to move to right now? So
lame duck coach though. Can he salvage this?
He's got to beat the Patriots twice and run the table, and I have no idea how you're going to do that when you do that against the Bills. I'm looking for an offensive-minded head coach, a quarterback-friendly head coach, a Matt Nagy type. So I'm looking at maybe John DeFilippo, whom they wanted as offensive coordinator a couple of years ago.
Ooh, it is the Rams and the Chiefs in Mexico City in Week 11. The Chiefs' offense, there's no questions about what it can do. The Rams lose Cooper Kupp, a trusted guy. Him and Jared Goff have a lot of chemistry. True, believe it or not, Rams fans should be concerned about their offense because there are concerns on defense.
The problem is the bar is so high. I don't believe it. I still believe this is a dangerous offense, and Cooper Kupp is a big loss. That's that reliable guy here who can do. And he's not just this, little possession receiver. He can make plays for you down the field. So you're not going to have that element. My guy Nick Williams out there. He's hanging there. They signed him a couple weeks ago when Kupp went down. Maybe see a little bit of an expanded role from him. I still think that they can run the football and they can do a number of things. I'm not concerned about this offense, really, Kay. I do not believe it.
What are you concerned about? What's going on, Mike?
I'm concerned about the weather. I looked outside just now. We're on the 50th floor here. Yeah. And I said, oh, those are nice frosted windows. They said, no, they're not frosted windows. We're in the middle of a cloud right now. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like Lando, right?
Yes, exactly.
We'll talk more Le'Veon coming up in the show. I guess we'll take a break. Garofolo, thanks for stopping by our new day.
You got it. We'll have you all day long for Le'Veon.
You look great, man. I like the look.
Thank you, my man.
Always looks great.
This is my wife, Jess. What's up?
Hey, Jess.
Great job, Jess.